A peripheral blood smear converts a tube of blood into a visual map of red cells, white cells, platelets, parasites, artifacts, and clues to systemic disease. In this examination, technique and morphology are inseparable. A poor smear can hide disease, while a good smear can reveal it within seconds. Peripheral smear quality begins at collection. EDTA is the routine anticoagulant, but the sample must be mixed gently and examined without avoidable delay. Clots, underfilled tubes, excessive delay, and poor labeling can create misleading morphology or invalidate the examination. The wedge smear uses a spreader slide to pull blood into a thin film with a smooth feathered edge and a usable monolayer. The monolayer is where red cells just touch without heavy overlap, making it the best zone for morphology and differential counting. Right and Giemsa stains are Romanowski-type stains that reveal hemoglobin color, nuclear chromatin, cytoplasmic granules, platelets, and blood parasites. Microscopy moves from low-power assessment to oil immersion, where morphology, platelet estimation, parasites, and white cell differential are confirmed. A professional blood film examination follows a repeatable workflow. Assess smear quality, select the monolayer, estimate platelets, review red cells, identify white cells, and search for parasites. This systematic approach prevents missed blasts, platelet clumps, malaria rings, or clinically important red cell fragments. Red cell morphology is described by size, color, shape, distribution, and inclusions. Anisocytosis means size variation, and poikilocytosis means shape variation. Hypochromia suggests reduced hemoglobinization, polychromasia suggests increased reticulocytes, and inclusions can point towards splenic dysfunction, marrow stress, or toxic processes. Abnormal red cell shapes are diagnostic clues. The most urgent patterns include schistocytes, sickle cells, marked spherocytosis, and blasts appearing with anemia or thrombocytopenia. Schistocytes suggest mechanical fragmentation, sickle cells suggest hemoglobin polymerization, and rouleaux reflects altered plasma proteins rather than a membrane defect. White blood cell identification depends on nuclear shape, chromatin maturity, cytoplasm, granules, cell size, and whether immature forms or blasts are present. Blast cells are urgent findings because they can indicate acute leukemia or severe marrow stress and require correlation with the complete blood count and clinical context. Platelets are assessed by number, size, granularity, and clumping. Clumps near the feathered edge can create a falsely low automated platelet count. Blood parasites such as malaria are diagnosed by organisms inside red cells, while stained precipitate and debris must be separated from true inclusions. A blood smear is interpreted as a pattern, not as isolated cells. Morphology becomes clinically useful when linked to CBC values, reticulocytes, symptoms, and instrument flags. Urgent patterns include blasts, schistocytes, malaria parasites, severe platelet clumping, and unexpected abnormal leukocytes. Peripheral smear examination is a disciplined bridge between specimen technique, microscopic morphology, and clinical diagnosis. When performed systematically, a blood film can reveal anemia patterns, hemolysis, leukemia indicators, platelet artifacts, and blood parasites with remarkable visual clarity. The best smear report is precise, cautious, morphology-driven, and always connected to the patient behind the cells.